Greetings, and welcome back if you've been here before. You'll likely come across numerous videos about Easter today, and as you know, I prefer not to follow the crowd. However, this presents the perfect opportunity to shed light on a few overlooked or perhaps deliberately obscured facts about our holidays. In this video, I'll gradually prepare us for more profound revelations in future videos, laying the groundwork for discoveries that might otherwise be too overwhelming to accept all at once. My ultimate goal is to uncover and demonstrate that our nation, and perhaps even the entire world, is influenced, controlled, and shaped by what can only be described as demonic principles, laws, and rituals. So grab a drink, clear your mind, and let's delve into the enigmatic history of Easter. Section 1. Origins of Easter. As we delve deeper into the ancient origins of Easter, we must journey back in time to an era shrouded in mystery and darkness, a time when the beliefs and practices of pre-Christian Europe were dominated by a pantheon of powerful deities, whose presence could be felt in every aspect of life. Among these ancient gods and goddesses, one figure stood out. Her name was Eastre, a goddess often associated with the dawn, fertility, and springtime, the mysterious Easter. Little is known about the enigmatic goddess Eastre, as much of the knowledge about her worship has been lost to the sands of time. However, what we do know is that she was a significant figure in the ancient pagan world, celebrated during the vernal equinox, when the day and night were equal in length. Her association with the dawn signified new beginnings, while her connection to fertility represented the abundance of life that blossomed during springtime. Connections to dark gods and occultic rituals. If we peel back the layers of history, we discover that Eastre had purported connections to dark gods and occultic rituals. These enigmatic deities were believed to hold sway over the forces of life and death, and their worship was conducted in secret, away from prying eyes. This hidden aspect of Eastre's worship has led many scholars and modern practitioners to believe that Easter still bears the mark of these darker influences. Transformation of Easter to Easter. The transformation of the ancient pagan festival of Eastre into the Christian celebration of Easter is a tale shrouded in uncertainty. Some historians believe that early Christian missionaries sought to merge the pagan celebration with the story of the resurrection of Jesus Christ in an attempt to make Christianity more appealing to the local populations. By combining elements of Eastre's worship with the Christian narrative, they hoped to create a new powerful tradition that would resonate with the masses. Section 2. Dark Rituals and Symbols. As we continue our exploration into the darker aspects of Easter, we must now turn our attention to the rituals and symbols that have endured through the centuries. These practices, often rooted in the occult, have been passed down through generations, their sinister origins obscured by the passage of time, e.g. dyeing and decorating. One of the most iconic symbols of Easter is the decorated egg. This seemingly innocent custom can be traced back to ancient pagan rituals, where eggs were dyed and adorned with symbols of fertility and new life. In the context of Eastre's worship, the egg took on a darker significance. The act of dyeing eggs was believed to be a form of blood magic, with the colorful hues representing the life force of the dark gods. As we decorate our eggs today, we unknowingly invoke the spirit of these ancient rituals, which were once performed to honor the shadowy forces of the underworld. Eating special foods. The consumption of special foods during Easter is another custom that has its roots in ancient pagan practices. Feasts were held in honor of Eastre and her dark counterparts, with dishes prepared using ingredients that were believed to possess magical properties. The consumption of these foods was thought to bestow blessings upon the participants, connecting them with the dark gods and their powers. As we partake in our Easter meals today, we unknowingly maintain a link to these ancient practices and the shadowy deities they honored. Gift-giving. The tradition of gift-giving during Easter is yet another custom that can be traced back to the ancient pagan world. Offerings of food, drink, and other tokens were presented to the gods during their festivals in the hope of gaining their favor and protection. In the context of Istre's worship, these gifts were believed to serve as a conduit between the mortal realm and the underworld, allowing the dark gods to bestow their blessings upon the living. As we exchange gifts on Easter, we unknowingly perpetuate this ancient practice, maintaining a connection to the dark forces that once ruled over the pagan world, the black bunny or hare. Perhaps the most enigmatic symbol of Easter is the black bunny or hare. These creatures have long been associated with the holiday, but their true significance has been shrouded in mystery. Many scholars believe that the black bunny or hare should be interpreted as an emissary of death and the underworld, as they were often featured in rituals that were used to honor the dark gods. As we celebrate Easter with images of fluffy bunnies and hares, we are unwittingly invoking the spirit of these ancient symbols, which once served as a reminder of the darker aspects of life and death. Concluding thoughts. As we have ventured deeper into the shadows of Easter's past, we have uncovered a world of ancient rituals and symbols steeped in the darkness of the occult. The practices that we now consider innocent customs are in fact the remnants of a time when the worship of dark gods and their mysterious powers was an integral part of daily life. As we celebrate Easter, we must acknowledge the hidden history that lies beneath the surface and the dark forces that continue to shape our traditions and beliefs. But I won't take up too much of your holy day. I will end this video by naming a few more holidays that seem to coincidentally have similar dark origins. Halloween, a widely celebrated holiday, has long been associated with the macabre and supernatural. Originating from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, it was believed that on this night, the veil between the living and the dead was at its thinnest, allowing spirits to roam freely among mortals. This eerie celebration involved lighting bonfires, offering sacrifices, and donning costumes to ward off malevolent spirits. Over time, these ancient practices have evolved into more lighthearted modern customs, such as trick-or-treating, carving pumpkins, and dressing up in costumes. However, some still argue that the holiday's dark roots are cause for concern, as they see Halloween as a time when people unwittingly pay homage to death and the occult, potentially inviting sinister forces into their lives. With the resurgence of interest in witchcraft, paganism, and the paranormal in recent years, the debate around Halloween's potentially disturbing undertones continues to intrigue and unsettle many. Thanksgiving, an annual holiday celebrated in the United States and Canada, is traditionally known for its focus on gratitude, family gatherings, and feasting. However, its origins are deeply intertwined with the colonization of the Americas, a period marked by the exploitation and suffering of indigenous peoples. The first Thanksgiving in 1621, often idealized as a harmonious gathering between the Pilgrims and the Native Americans, represents a fleeting moment of unity before the onslaught of European colonization that would forever change the lives of the indigenous populations. Many have come to view Thanksgiving as a celebration of conquest and displacement, a stark reminder of the darker aspects of history. As a result, some people observe a national day of mourning on Thanksgiving Day to honor the struggles and resilience of Native American communities, acknowledging the complexities and controversial nature of this seemingly benign holiday. Valentine's Day, a holiday associated with love, romance, and the exchange of heartfelt gifts, might hold a darker history than most people realize. Some scholars argue that the origins of the holiday can be traced back to the ancient Roman festival of Lupercalia. This fertility celebration, held annually on February 15th, involved the sacrificial slaughter of animals, followed by a ritual in which women were whipped with the freshly skinned hides of the slain animals. It was believed that enduring such violence would increase a woman's fertility, ensuring healthy pregnancies and childbirth. As Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire, it is theorized that the Church sought to replace such pagan rituals with more palatable alternatives. Thus, Valentine's Day may have been established as a means to supplant the brutal Lupercalia festival, while still retaining some elements of love and fertility. Though widely celebrated today, the holiday's potentially dark beginnings serve as a reminder of the complex and sometimes disturbing origins of our most cherished traditions. I'm not claiming that the act of giving gifts, enjoying time with family, or decorating eggs is inherently evil or dark. However, it's important to recognize that dismissing these traditions as simply innocent gatherings with loved ones, while overlooking their potentially unsettling origins, can be considered somewhat dubious. While I don't believe that painting eggs is a direct form of worshipping these ancient deities, I do suspect that the more sinister activities associated with these holidays may be overshadowed by the festive atmosphere they create. It's well known that ancient magical practices are not to be taken lightly, especially when it comes to honoring a god or goddess. So is it really that far-fetched to think that holidays could be a way to distract us from what's happening behind the scenes? Ultimately, the choice is yours to make. Leave a comment and continue joining me on this journey. I hope the audio quality was satisfactory this time, as it has been a steep learning curve for me. Stay human, stay curious.